Baltimore, Maryland. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This is Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Watch Yellow. 15. Line 36. Line exit. Stay with your man. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Blue band.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Running right, this is Ingram. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
We play to win. Let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 39, Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 39 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Jones. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Patchy. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They'll run it with Jones. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
We ain't giving them nothing. Check. Check out. Hot. Attack. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got it.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big effort that time out of Ingram. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's go, D. Big Sears.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hill to try again. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Third and goal. Jackson in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy out.
Mahomes hit, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Check me out. Check me out.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 15, 15. Nice 7, let's go. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, you don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Jackson rolling to his right towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Now Jackson throwing again. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the...
Here's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Right there, 54, right? 54, Mike. Let's go, D.
From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Fire down these two. 180. 15.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Buying time, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And take it right on the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
We're going nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
On the double. 44's the mic. We own it. We own it.
On second down, it's Ingram. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's such a good route runner, shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
In your face. Bang, 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 bang. Bang.
Throwing is Jackson, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Jackson, and a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Under 10, 10.
Now a handoff looking right. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Here's Grant. Oh, the hurdle. Oh, and he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I know you ain't got it. Hey, check 24, check 24.
This is Grant. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 24 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I got you. Back, back, back. Kill, kill, kill. Hey, Will, watch the shit.
Jackson now. Throwing on 4th down. Towards the end zone for... And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Ravens push further out in front. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Again, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Baby, get him, boy. Get him. Check 48, come on. Copy, there you are. Attack, attack. Move, fellas, let's go. 48 Mike, 48 Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Get off the field, D.
You got to go right here. You got to play big.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Go. Go. Motion.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And again, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment. Ball.
What's the run? They're running it. Check 4, check 4.
Hey, Ridley.
Charlie, 48 Mike, 48 Mike. Here we are. 48 for Mike.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Check 37, check 37. Rush in.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Ferguson and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
On first down, Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hold the look, hold the look, hold. 48.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter.
Let's go.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Let's get the ball. Alert 3, alert 3.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Box shot. You go take. You got take. You go, baby. Show
To throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's third down.
Hey, lie down these two. Lie down these two. Yellow.
Delta. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Back to throw. Mahomes steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
48, Mike. 48, Mike.
Thank you.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that's a wrap. Ravens are victorious.